I think this is a major red flag. And I don't think that we, the people, bear the sole responsibility of trying to fix this. So what are we talking about? The CDC is calling it an epidemic of loneliness. And this particular article from CBS Marketplace is talking about the obvious mental health, but more the economic costs as it relates to productivity. So it's not just the mental health aspects that my colleague Dr. John Deloney talks about, which are devastating, but this has a massive work context, not just personal context. It's both. Researchers at Cigna found that employers could be losing up to $154 billion a year because of loneliness. Now, I don't want that to sound crass, that the business problem is the bigger issue. It's not. But if we were to deal with this in the workplace, not only would it have great implications as it relates to productivity, but it would also have a profound mental health and relationship effect. So this isn't just about productivity, but I believe that America's institutions, America's businesses, Americans' organizations, American leaders could create a profound ripple effect by at least addressing loneliness in the workplace. Cigna has been crunching the numbers on loneliness in the workplace. This is a statement from Ann Bowers, the senior health services researcher with Cigna. Lonely workers had significantly higher rates of stress-related absenteeism. They missed more than 5 additional workdays per year than workers who are not lonely. They were twice as likely to report intention of quitting their jobs in the next 12 months. We found that loneliness costed employers approximately $154 billion annually. Loneliness at work substantially contributes to worker job withdrawal and has negative implications for organizational effectiveness and cost. Yes, it does. But here's what I wonder. I read this and I'm wondering. If organizations and their leaders looked at this data and said, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, to use an old phrase. If I begin to be intentional to create an environment where the people in our company are not lonely, at least in the time that they are with us, could it have a trickle-down effect on their personal lives? And increase our productivity, their ability to get promoted because they are now working certainly in a more healthy posture. So what could leaders do? I want to just give some practical things that, again, you might be able to lead up and take to your leaders that are listening to me. How do you take on this loneliness epidemic in your company? And it is not just for your team. It is for your company. Help them, they help you. Couple of things. I think in today's world, if we're going to combat loneliness at work, we got to be together. So I think at a minimum, you must have a hybrid environment. I'm not anti-remote work. I know people can be effective remote, but I'm just telling you, the more remote you are, the greater the chance for loneliness. So some level of a hybrid environment, whatever works for your company, I think you got to look at that. Why? Because when we work together, we have a chance to be a part of something, a group, a tribe. So for instance, if I get them in some, when they are in, I don't want them just sitting in a cube by themselves. When they are in, I want them working in collaboration. Let's eat together. Let's play together. Get people interacting and connecting, and watch the loneliness at work begin to subside.